Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 111.
Happy Easter Sunday. Today is Easter, and so we got up early, got ready, all dressed up for Easter, and we drove over to the Contemporary because every year on Easter Sunday, the Contemporary holds 3 services. They hold an 8 o'clock Catholic service, a 9:15 Protestant service, and a 10:30 Catholic service. So we headed over there because we thought it would be really amazing to go to church at Walt Disney World on Easter. Like, how unique is that? It's so different than a typical holiday at Walt Disney World, and we are trying to make sure we do everything here at Disney that we can today on Easter. So we drove to Contemporary because we didn't want to take a bus over to Magic Kingdom, then walk over to the Contemporary and have to do that all over again, because we do know we're going to Epcot later today. So we wanted to make sure we had our car so that we could easily get around from place to place. So we drove to Contemporary and ended up having some trouble finding a parking space because we're not the only ones here for the services. We did finally find one and headed inside and got to enjoy a service at Walt Disney World in the Fantasia Ballroom. It was really amazing. They had a wonderful service. They had decorations and flowers up there. There was singing, and there were quite a few people there, more than I actually thought would be there.
And then once the service was over, we stuck around for just a minute for the next service just to get a picture and see how they set up for that. And they changed over really quickly in between services and got set up and brought people in. It was a really neat experience, one that we didn't really think about going into the year, the fact that they do church on Easter at Disney World, and they have been for decades. On our way out of the Contemporary, we actually went through the main lobby to see if they had any Easter eggs, and they did. The bakery team here at the Contemporary is not going to be outdone by the Grand Floridian and everyone else. They're going to make some Easter eggs too, and they did a phenomenal job.
They had so many amazing detailed Easter eggs. Some of our favorites, I really liked the Doc McStuffins one because it was really detailed, had a lot of fondant on it. They also had this gorgeous blue crystal one. Wasn't Disney, but I still absolutely loved it. There was a butterfly, which I'm a huge fan of butterflies as well, and Disney snacks, which if you know us, we're always there for the snacks, so a Disney snack one has to be pointed out.
I love that they took chocolate to make a snack-themed egg, so it's like snacks made of snacks.
And they had a Minnie Mouse ears one, which just had different color Minnie Mouse ears. And my favorite thing they did, they made a little Contemporary chef. And he is standing there, completely made out of chocolate, even had a cast member name tag on, pointing at this Easter egg that just has the Contemporary all over it. I just thought that was so funny because it was like, oh, don't forget about the people who made these Easter eggs. Here we are. This is a little version of us.
There were just so many eggs here, way more than I expected, but also way less than Grand Floridian because they have just a ridiculous number of eggs there. As soon as we were done looking at the eggs, we walked over to Magic Kingdom, and as soon as we got in there, we knew we were making a beeline for Mr. and Mrs. Easter Bunny. On the way over there, there were a couple of the performers from the Easter Day Parade. They were out front greeting everyone as they came in. We went straight for the line for Mr. and Mrs. Bunny right there by City Hall. It was already a very long line, and it was only like 11 o'clock in the morning. We decided we were going to wait and get our picture with the Easter Bunny because we're here. We may as well do it. But the line was moving very, very slowly. For whatever reason, it just was not moving very quickly. And we had a 12:30 reservation over at Beach Club at Cape May Cafe. So we know we have to drive over there. We have to get back to Contemporary to get our car. The whole time we're in line, I'm doing the math in my head going, okay, like we got to pick things up here. It's got to move. We finally got to the point we could actually see them and had a clear view of the Easter Bunny and Mrs. Bunny, and couldn't quite get there to get a picture. And they went on break for a few minutes to get some chocolate or something. And that's when we realized there is absolutely no way we can wait for them, because if we stay here and wait, we're going to be late for our reservation. And as much as I love the Easter Bunny, I prioritize food over seeing the Easter Bunny.
This is true.
So we took a picture of them before they left, and then we left, ducked out of the line, and walked back to Contemporary to get our car, and drove over to Beach Club because we're going to go to Cape May Cafe for our reservation.
We have never eaten here before, so we're very excited to not only eat here, but of course get to see the characters who are here. Minnie and friends are here, and while I know they're dressed for the beach, their outfits kind of work for Easter, especially Minnie's hat and her dress. So I was very excited to see Minnie. I know he's excited about the food, but I'm excited to see the characters. The first thing we did was head to the Make Your Own Omelet Station. Because this is breakfast and lunch, we're here for brunch, and we're gonna take advantage of all the food that we can. So we went to the Make Your Own Omelet Station and I got a ham and cheese omelet. It's really awesome to see them make it right there because you know it's fresh. Like, this is made specifically for you. They also had specialty Easter cocktails along with all the normal ones they have as well. But we didn't stop with the Make Your Own Omelet because there is so much food here. We are going to load up our plates. So as soon as we got our omelet, we also headed over to the buffet. They had Mickey-shaped pasta. Like, how cool is that? I have not seen that anywhere else.
I mean, it was on the kids' side of the buffet.
I don't even care.
It's still Mickey-shaped, so it's good. Everything tastes better when it's Mickey-shaped.
This is true. They also had Mickey waffles, of course. You can't have a brunch buffet without Mickey waffles. They had French toast, they had pasta. It's such a wide variety of food because you have breakfast and lunch. So you literally go from one window where it's all this breakfast food and they've got meats and different things, and then you're over here and there's like chicken nuggets. So it was kind of a wide variety of things. You had to be careful with what you chose because your mouth might not know what's going on when you're eating, French toast with syrup and then the next bite is pasta.
Which is why whenever I do a brunch buffet like that, my first trip up is the breakfast items, and then after that I go back for the lunch items, and I work my way through 2 meals in a row that way so my brain and my tongue and everything else knows what's going on, and I can load up with each meal individually and not have that confusion going on. There's a pro tip for you.
Once we were back at our booth, the best part, in my opinion, of being here, the characters started coming around. Minnie came around first in her adorable dress and hat, and I still say she looks very Eastery. I know it's the beach, but it just works with the whole Easter vibe with the hat and the pastel colors. Daisy came around next in her adorable dress as well. Again, dressed for the beach, but still looks super cute. Donald came around and he was as sassy as his little self always is, and we had a lot of fun taking pictures with him. But Robert's favorite character came last, and that was Goofy. And he's not just regular old Goofy, he's surfing Goofy, and I love this costume on him.
He kind of reminds me of the Goofy over at Pop Century that's just a statue holding a surfboard, but this one's way cooler. I like his outfit better in person than the one on the statue.
Once we had completely stuffed ourselves with all the food here, we headed over to Epcot and walked over there. On the way, they actually had a pin board out, and I say board, it wasn't actually a board, it was actually a life preserver, which is even cooler. So we did some pin trading before heading into the park and making our way to the UK. On the way, we saw Alice. She was just kind of walking through the park saying hi to everyone. So we took a picture of her, didn't stop to take a picture with her because we are on a mission. We are heading to the UK because they are doing an Easter egg hunt. Now, this is only for kids. We're not actually there to do the Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, but only because we're not allowed. Not that we wouldn't do an Easter egg hunt, just they don't allow us to do an Easter egg hunt.
If it means Robert gets candy, he's going to do it.
Free candy, sign me up. I don't care if I have to bend over and pick up the eggs.
So we made it into the UK, and they had Easter eggs everywhere. Everything you could see, there were Easter eggs, and I'm really glad because there were a lot of people there, and of course you want every kid to be able to get a lot of Easter eggs and get some candy. They also had a separate little area for the itty bitty children, so they had their own little section so that they didn't have to fight off the bigger kids over in the other section there, and I'm really glad they thought that through so the little ones are kind of protected in their little hedge there. While everyone else was distracted with the Easter eggs and getting ready because it hadn't started yet, I noticed that there was a cast member kind of in this one section, all this stuff set up, and no one was over there. So I walked over and asked, are you here for something? They're like, yeah, we have games out here. I'm like, oh, that's so fun. Can I take a picture? He goes, do you want to do the games? I'm like, can I? Because I know the Easter egg is just for kids. He goes, oh no, this is for anyone. There is no line and I get a prize. Yes, I'm going to play the game. I was terrible at it, but you only had to get one beanbag into the Easter basket, and I managed to do that, and I won a rubber duck, and I am so proud of my little rubber duck that I won.
I should probably clarify, Alyssa's very proud of that because she has terrible aim with everything. She cannot hit anything when she's trying to aim throwing something, or apparently shooting the laser guns in Buzz Lightyear or the guns in Toy Story Mania. But we're not going to go there today because we're here at Epcot celebrating Easter, right?
You had to go there, but he cannot ruin my day because I am having so much fun. I just won that little duck, and then Mr. and Mrs. Easter Bunny came out here in the UK as well. They hopped them little selves over here from Magic Kingdom. They had a huge line just like over Magic Kingdom, so we didn't stand in this line because we do have somewhere else we want to be in a little bit, but we did take some pictures of them. and I had to take a picture of the cast member who was checking everyone in to see Mr. and Mrs. Easter Bunny because she was literally in an Easter basket. This is the most amazing thing I think the cast members have ever come up with. I loved it so much. She stood there and she was very proud of her Easter basket she was in.
After seeing all the festivities there in the UK, we went on over to Future World to see the butterfly garden and get some pictures outside there and inside there. And of course, we're going to go through and see the butterflies because Alyssa loves seeing the butterflies there in the tent, so we can't come here and not go see the butterflies. After seeing all the butterflies, we walked the rest of the way around World Showcase over to America because we want to go to the Garden Rocks concert series. Today is Steven Curtis Chapman, and we wanted to get in the first showing if we could, and thankfully we were able to and got great seats, so we decided to go live and share the concert on Facebook.
Because it lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know he owns the future. And life is worth the living just because he lives. Happy Easter, everybody! On the bank of the Tennessee River, in a small Kentucky town, I drew my first breath one cold November morning, and before my feet even touched the ground, with the doctors and the nurses gathered around, I started to dance. Yeah, yeah. I started to dance. So I dance with Cinderella while she's here in my arms. 'Cause I know something the prince never knew. Oh, I dance with Cinderella. I wanna miss even more song. 'Cause all too soon the clock will strike midnight, and she'll be gone. And I've been getting more than reasons every day. I was a dead man who was called to come out of my mind. I think it's time. Gonna make a little noise at Disney World. Y'all come on, help me sing it. Let's make the neighbor get the word out. Come on, crank up the music while we're mounting and shout. This is life we've been given, ain't to be left out. So loud, 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 live out loud. The sound of your voice, we got children. To the wild beyond, to amazing day. The song that leads to the song. This is life like no other. This is the great adventure.
And if you'd like to watch that entire concert, it's linked down in the description below and up in the corner.
We had so much fun here. The one thing I wanted to hear was playing Cinderella, and I was going to be very bitter if he didn't play it. Thankfully he did, and I just enjoyed the entire song. And he actually did something really sweet during this song. He had everyone stand up and say, I want you to make a memory with your Cinderella, whoever that is here. And so everyone had to stand up and start dancing together with their Cinderella during the song. It was so sweet and so pretty. I was so glad we came. We have had a wonderful day so far, but it's not over yet. Once the concert was over, we had to make our way back to Beach Club because that is where we parked. So we headed over to International Gateway, but we did make a stop before we got to Beach Club. We walked the opposite direction and went towards Ample Hills because we love ice cream. It's been an amazing day, and that just sounded really good because we've been outside. It's really hot. So we each got an ice cream cone, and that was a really nice ending to this day that we've had so far.
We walked back over to Beach Club while eating our ice cream along the pathway there, and as we went through the lobby, we saw that they had Easter eggs. We didn't take time to look at these earlier coming in for lunch because we were in a hurry, but now we have time to look at all the amazing Easter eggs the bakery team has put together here. They have so many different ones. They have a Haunted Mansion themed egg that's really cool. They had a Dumbo themed egg, just like the new movie that just came out recently. They had one that was Rapunzel themed, really pretty, like one of her paintings. They did a really nice job on that one. I really liked the Fab Five where they had all the little eggs lined up and the different characters from the Fab Five there. They had a Fox and the Hound one that was just painted on there, but they did a really, really good job with the artwork. And they had a really cool castle inside of an Easter egg inside of an Easter egg. It was like an egg inception. It was exceptional, you could say.
Wow.
Yep,
the jokes do not get better, folks.
I just came up with that one. I don't know why you would think the jokes would get better. We've been married for how long now, and my jokes have never gotten better. This is it. This is all you get.
Some of my favorites that we got to see, there was a Tinkerbell one, which of course has to be a favorite because I love Tinkerbell. There was a beautiful one that was dedicated to Walt Disney. It was the partner statue. I really enjoyed that one because a lot of times we only think of the characters, but we forget the person behind those amazing characters, Walt Disney himself. They also had a gorgeous Beauty and the Beast one. I really enjoyed that one for all the details. And another favorite was Stitch inside of an Easter egg. And he had Scrump with him, which is the cutest thing ever. So I really liked that one. It was very colorful, very Easter themed. After taking time to appreciate all the work the cast members put into these amazing Easter eggs, we got in the car and drove back to Pop Century because we have had a very long day today. It's been an amazing, wonderful day. We have done so much, and we had ice cream, so that was like a plus on top. But we are very tired, so we went back to our room and just kind of relaxed for the rest of the evening. And that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.